Attempts are incidental. We do not attempt to adjust your device screen. We are in control of the broadcast. We control the horizontal. We control the vertical. The time has come. Please stand by for a live transmission from Halloween Daily News. Yes, yes, yes. Light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live coming at you from Haddonfield. Let's see who else is awake and alive out there tonight. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Welcome to it. If you're new here, my name is Matt. We are Halloween Daily News, in this little midwinter mad masquerade shindig you found yourself smack in the middle of is what we like to call Michael Myers Monday Live, our weekly gathering, hangout with the greatest fan community on the planet, celebrating the most awesome, amazing, and greatest horror franchise in existence. So welcome if you're new. And that brings me to our returning friends. What's up, everybody? Happy Michael Myers Monday. You're here. You made it. We all made it. We survived another week. We survived another Monday. That's reason to celebrate. So I'm celebrating you guys, and we're all celebrating Michael Myers this week. Thank you for being here. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. I think we got a fun show for this evening. Of course, we got more with the Chia Myers. If you enjoyed what you saw last week and the week before, oh yeah, we're not done. And we do have some news bites to chew on. We'll get to all that. Got a fun flashback video or two. And gonna make an exciting announcement about next week's Triple M live show here in just a few minutes. But first, I'm gonna turn over here because off the bat, we are celebrating a new member, a new addition, some new blood to the Halloween Daily Club. That's what we call our channel members here on YouTube. It's only $5 a month, and Rob Windsor has just joined the club. Everybody, raise a toast to Mr. Rob Windsor, one of our friends, one of our loyal and regular viewers, always hanging out and contributing every Michael Myers Monday. Rob, I really appreciate you coming on as a channel member, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And to all of our members, thank you. I see Andromeda has already checked in. I love it. Good to see you, Andromeda. I think I saw Blake had already checked in. Another one of our newer channel members has checked in. So thank you guys, of course, for being here. It's just $5 a month. You get certain exclusive video content. You get early access to most of our pre-recorded video content. and other cool perks. We're going to be upping some of those perks here very soon, and I'm going to be talking to some of you members directly in some members exclusive chats about what perks we can add and what might make your $5 even more worth it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and especially to you, Rob. Thank you. And I see many of our other friends have checked in. Jennifer Delaney back in the house. I love it. Thank you. Welcome back. Been a minute. Pat is in the house as well. Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. Dude is checked in. Mike Johnston is here. Phil is in the house. Palawaya Productions checking in early. David Suber as well. What's up, man? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Josh Baker Videos, of course, in the house. Let's see who else. Do I see Byron? What's up, man? Byron Weaver, another longtime Michael Myers Monday supporter. Friend of HDM. Megan Wagner, of course. Always here every Monday. I love it. Happy Michael Myers Monday, Megan. You too, Tim. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you as well. Let's see. Sam is here as well. Awesome, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Sam, looking forward to the Chia Myers update. I love it. I love that you guys are invested in the Chia. Solid Saturn is in the house as well. Michael Myers lurking silently, of course, as it should be. Teen Wolf is here. Awesome. Excellent. All right. And again, if you're new, don't be shy. Chime in the live chat. We are lighting it up. It's great to see everybody here tonight. Like I said, we don't have a ton of breaking news at the moment, but we do have, I think, some fun stuff to talk about. And there is some news regarding the franchise that we're going to talk about. Like I said, I've got an exciting announcement that we're going to make in just a minute. But first, to kick things off, what we're going to do is poll results. We're going to go over last week's poll results. We're going to go ahead and launch this week's new poll. And let's dive into that right now, shall we? I kind of like doing this off the top. If I don't have a new show and tell, which I do have a show and tell in a sense, it is the Chia Myers video that I'm going to play in just a little bit. But first, like I said, let's jump over here and look at last week's poll. Last week we asked, because a few weeks ago we asked your favorite Halloween to kill. And then I went ahead and did the rare thing and ranked my own. And last week we were talking about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, quite a bit. And so I thought it was fitting, what is your favorite kill from Halloween 3, Season of the Witch? And, you know, looking at the kills in Season of the Witch, there's at least about half of them, if not more, are actual assassin kills, bad guy kills, you know. And then you've got Cochran, who I did list as an option here. But as far as, like, kind of good guy, innocent victim kills, there's really only about 5 or 6 in the movie, I believe, if I'm counting correctly. In any case, your options here were Harry Grimbridge, Marge Gutman, Little Buddy Cupfer, Teddy, or Connell Cochran. And of course, you're always welcome to write your own choice in if it's not among these options. So we'll jump over here to our community tab where we post these polls every week, and you can see that the winner with 55% of the vote, Lil Buddy Cupfer's death. So iconic. In second place with 26% is Marge Gutman. In third place with 11%, Harry Grimbridge. And tied for fourth place, both Teddy and Connell Cochran. And we got no new comments on this one. So I figured, since I did it the other week for H2, and we're talking about H3, and there's not even that many. If I remove the assassin kills, because, you know, I think we see Dick Warlock killed a couple times in that in that movie. If you remove the assassin kills, and still including Cochran, I think there's only maybe 6 total. I think there's like 1 that I didn't put on here, which was the homeless guy, if you'll remember, and Dick Warlock rips his head off. I don't know. I might be missing 1 or 2, but I figured out of those, I'd go ahead and do my rankings for you guys right here, right now. So without further ado, here is my personal, as of today, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch kill rankings. Um, and again, not counting the droid kills, because I don't know. I guess technically they were never really living in the first place. Um, so first up at number 6, I've got to go with Colonel Cochran. It's just kind of a simple kill, but I always love when he kind of looks up at Chalice and gives him a little clap before fading away, kind of like, yeah, you got me, but I'll be back, something like that. Um, so in at number 5, my choice would have to be one of the earlier ones in the film. It actually is the earliest one. It is the Harry Grimbridge kill, where the assassin comes in and sticks his fingers in his eyes and pulls his whole cranium apart. It's pretty gruesome. Um, my number 4 pick of Halloween 3 favorite kills would have to be this moment here when the assassin, specifically that assassin played by our buddy Dick Warlock, rips this poor guy's head off. I think his name is Starker. At least that's what the title of this clip on YouTube claims. I don't remember his name in the film, but you remember him. He's the one kind of trash talking Silver Shamrock and Colonel Cochran to Chalice, and then pays for it because just like he said they were listening, and you can't do that. So I love that one. And so now we're getting into the nitty gritty here with the top 3, and this one I actually thought might rank a little bit higher because, I mean, to me, it's a pretty brutal death scene, one of the more brutal in the film. Chalice's friend, Teddy, who's just helping him out, doing some research, just because she likes the guy, like this dude, he's got a lot of friends. But yeah, she really pays for it bad as the assassin comes in here and she gets a drill to the head. I mean, kind of taking that needle to the temple in H2 to a whole new level right here. Yeah, so this ranks pretty high for me at number 3. All right, so my top 2 kills, you probably can guess it, can figure it out, certainly by process of elimination. But at number 2, I mean, I got to go with Marge Gutman, who was also, as everybody knows, played by Garden Stevens, who was at the time in real life married to Tom Atkins, and he loves to tell that story every chance he gets. He told it again at age 45 during the H3 panel. You can watch that elsewhere on this channel in the H45 playlist. But he loves telling the story that in the movie, it's his wife getting killed by a malfunctioning, premature, if you will, Silver Shamrock chip on one of the masks, while he's in the very next room having sex with Stacey Nelkin's character. So at number 2, I got to go with Marge, and getting it from the Silver Shamrock mask. And in at number 1, you can see the mask over here, kind of just a little bit. But I mean, come on, you got to go with anyway. To me, there's no competition. Number 1 kill in all of Halloween 3 has got to go to the unfortunate young Mr. Little Buddy Cupford. My gosh, they were testing out their commercial on this poor kid, and man, I don't care how annoying you might think he may have been, he didn't deserve this, and what a way to go. But what an iconic scene for this franchise, for the film, for horror. Absolutely love it. Number 1 on my list, and honestly just one of my favorite kills. I mean, this would easily be a top 5 kill if I'm ranking all 13 movies, the entire Halloween movie franchise. If I'm ranking all the kills, which maybe I'll do one day, in all 13 movies, this one's going to be a top 5 for me. Maybe even top 3. Get it? Top 3 for Halloween 3. All right, that's my rankings of the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch kills, excluding the droids. Give me yours in the comments below and right here, right now in the live chat if you wouldn't mind. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and queue up our next poll, which quietly launched just a few minutes ago. So let me pull that up for us. Let's see here. Mike Johnson says in part 3, Teddy's death is insane. Yeah, definitely. Josh says, Little Buddy is the hardest scene to watch. Yeah, the snakes. Yeah, I don't do snakes either. Me, you, and Indiana Jones, right? Why'd it have to be snakes, right? Yeah, I'm the same way. I ain't messing with the snakes. All right. Let's pull up this week's poll. You probably figured it out. In keeping with the theme, let's keep ranking the kills. Why don't we? Why don't we keep running through the movies? What we just launched is for this week's Michael Myers poll question, Michael Myers Monday poll question, excuse me. We want to know, what is your favorite kill from Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers? And as always, if you don't see your answer among these options, then you can write it in. Again, there's not a ton in H4 really, and some of the kills, a lot of them are off screen or done off screen, and then we kind of see the aftermath. Anyway, I put some of the more notable, memorable, and some of my personal favorites here as our 5 options, and already we've gotten the first few votes. Your options here, and if your pick is not here, please write it in. But there's the ambulance attendant from the opening of the film. What I put in parentheses is the thumb and forehead kill. You know the one. There's the mechanic, which I love, with Tom Morga as the bandage wrapped Michael before he's gotten his new mask and before he's well, it's when he's getting his coveralls. He kills the mechanic and then takes the coveralls. So the mechanic at the gas station. Then of course the lovely Kelly Meeker. What a unique and special death that one is, impaled by the shotgun. Brady's death, another one everybody always remembers. And of course, Bucky. Let us never forget the great Bucky, a fan favorite. And as you can see already with the first few votes, Bucky jumping out with the early lead on this one. I love to see that. Love that Bucky kill. I mean, it is a great kill. I mean, as the kills in H4 go, I mean, it's a great one. Oh, well, I said that. I just hit the refresh. We got a few more votes. And look, Bucky has now lost the lead. And look, Kelly Meeker has jumped out and taken the early lead. Just minutes into this one. This is going to be a hot one, I think. This is going to be a hot one. And this is going to be an especially cool one to talk about the results of next week, because we are going to have a special guest next week. And it'll be especially cool to talk about favorite kills from Halloween 4 because, well, this special guest does, in fact, happen to appear in Halloween 4. That's right. I am very excited to officially announce exclusively here on Michael Myers Monday Live first to you guys, to the Triple M crew, that we are going to have a guest live right here next week on Monday, March the 4th. the first Michael Myers Monday of Michael Myers March. And he is one of that illustrious group of gentlemen who have appeared on screen in some form, in some shape, as Michael Myers. Now, we've only ever done this one other time. It was back in 2021 on the Monday after Halloween Kills was released, and we had our friend Carmela McNeil on, and it was our only live remote guest that we've ever done here. The only other time we've had a guest here on Monday night is when my wife Sue has come on just a few times here recently. And we'll probably do some of that more too coming up. But this is something I hope is going to be cool and fun and exciting for you guys, as I know it's going to be for me. So next Monday, mark your calendars. Make sure you join me, because my special guest will be young Michael Myers from Halloween 4, Eric Preston. That's right, Eric Preston, our friend who played young Michael Myers in that scene in the costume shop where Michael gets his new mask. Jamie picks out her clown costume, eerily familiar, and in a split second sees this image of young Michael Myers in the shattering mirror. It's a very cool, iconic scene. Eric has been a part of this franchise, well, since 1988. So now that film just celebrated its own 35th anniversary last year. Now, of course, 36 years. Eric's been a part of this franchise, and I'm very excited to have him on here and to talk to him. And he's going to be able to answer some of your questions as well. This is going to be an exciting event for us here. And here you can see this is Eric and myself just a few months ago out in Pasadena at the H45 event. It was great to see Eric again out there. I do have some history. I consider him a friend of HDN, friend of Sue and myself. I first connected with Eric a little over a decade ago, back in 2013, when we were doing a retrospective of that year's 35th anniversary of the original film and of the franchise. And it was, of course, at the same time that year's 25th anniversary of Halloween 4. And I interviewed Eric over the phone that year. And you can find that interview in the interview section of HalloweenDailyNews.com. When I get done, I'll drop the link down here in the description as well. And so we kind of have kept in contact just over the years through social media and bumping into each other at various conventions. We met in person for the first time way back in 2015, now almost 10 years ago. It was a few years after that initial interview, which was a great conversation, and then we met and connected in person out at Flashback Weekend in Chicago in 2015. In 2018, we were lucky enough to be out in Pasadena for H40. He was there. We got to see him again, and then most recently at H45. So, and this is going to be an exciting kind of, catching up in a lot of ways. See what he's been up to in the last decade or so since our last on-the-record conversation. I know off the record some things he's been up to, but I think it's going to be fun. And most importantly, I will have my questions prepared, obviously, and we'll be asking plenty. But because it will be live, because it will be a Michael Myers Monday event here, you guys are going to get to ask some of your questions, and I'm going to try to get to as many of them as we can. Now, with it being a live thing, I do anticipate, and a live thing with a special guest, I do anticipate our audience will probably be a little bit bigger than our normal audience, including some new blood, I anticipate. And obviously, super chats and channel members are going to get priority when it comes to asking questions to Eric. I don't anticipate it's going to be so crowded where most of you aren't going to be able to get through anyway. But obviously we're going to have to prioritize some, and we can't have him on here for but so long. But he is going to be coming on. We're going to be starting right around the usual time, well, right at the usual time at 10:31 p.m. Eastern, and he's going to come on and hang out with us. And this will be the start of what I hope to be a recurring thing here during our Triple M live streams. It won't be every time by any means. There'll still be plenty of time where it's just all me and you guys. But I do want to, from time to time, be able to bring a guest on here and maybe even multiple guests from time to time. And if this goes well and Eric likes it and everything goes well, I hope to already. I'm thinking I want to have him back and have some other friends. I've got somebody else that you're going to recognize the name that is probably going to be coming on possibly the week after that, but most likely sometime during Michael Myers March, making our Michael Myers March extra special here. Michael Myers Monday March. Every Michael Myers Monday and Michael Myers March. But so anyway, that's going to be an awesome good time. So start thinking of your questions now, and be here same Hallow time, same Hallow channel next Monday night with special guest Halloween 4's young Michael Myers, Eric Preston, joining us. Michael Myers Monday live, Monday night, 10:31 p.m. Eastern on March 4th. Hey everybody, I want to remind you that we have official merch. That's right. Now available in the HDN Spring Store. You can show your love for Halloween every day, all year round with official Halloween Daily News t-shirts. Many different designs are available, many different styles, colors, all sizes, including the original HDN Classic, our special Triple M crew design for the Michael Myers Monday regulars out there, and our brand new What Would John Carpenter Do design. All of these are available, like I said, multiple sizes, colors, and styles on t-shirts. And that's not all. We've got other merch available like mugs and stickers and lots of other cool stuff. Check it out now at the merch link in the description of this video. Yes, hit that merch link. I've also pinned up top the merch link as well. Among our items, you can get our Triple M Crew t-shirt. And look, I pinned this up top, but the discount code Spread the Love 10. It's Spread the Love 10, all one word. I'm going to type it into live chat right now. Code Spread the Love 10. If you use this code, you will get 10% off any and all merch in our spring store right now. So I just hit that. That's Spread the Love 10. Hit our merch link. Get your Triple M Crew shirt. Tag us when you get it, or any of the merch in there. And tag us when you get it. And so that we can see and we can share on our socials. All right, everybody, it is time to pause and raise one up and welcome yet another brand new Halloween Daily Club channel member, Palmyra Productions. I hope I'm saying that right. Let me put on my reading glasses. Yeah, Palmyra Productions. Palmyra Productions, our newest channel member, has joined us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Again, everybody, it's just $5 a month. And with these new members, you know, it's going to be about time for us to do our very first ever members exclusive live stream. And that's just going to be an informal hangout at some point, but I am going to do, I'm going to try to do a couple giveaways when we do that, just for our members, just as an added perk and an added way to say thank you. So with these two newest members here tonight, Rob and Palmyra, well, we're just that much closer. I think we might be there now. I think March is going to be the time. Michael Myers March is going to be the time to do our first ever Michael Myers March members exclusive live hangout, whatever that may be. So members, thank you so much for that, and welcome. So yeah, next Monday, Eric Preston live event right here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a hangout. And, you know, as somebody who has been both inside and part of this franchise, but I think also, you know, can kind of remove himself enough and kind of appreciate it. And I know he does appreciate it just from the outside as a fan and as somebody who watches it like we do. I'm going to be curious myself to get his thoughts on this TV series announcement and where his ideas of where it may or may not go or should not go, just in his own opinion. It's all speculation and stuff now. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But make sure you read the prequel first. The prequel is at HalloweenDailyNews.com. My 2013 interview with Eric. That's the prequel. And then we're going to have the sequel next Monday live right here, kicking off Michael Myers March. It's going to be epic, guys. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. I promised I do have just a few brief news bits that I want to get to before the Chia Myers update. And this first one, we have to start with is today's Don Shanks' birthday. Don is somebody else who I was lucky enough to get to interview once upon a time, a lifetime ago. I was looking through our archives, and here's actually my first ever meeting with Don Shanks, and it was exactly a decade ago, like almost down to the day. It was March of 2014 at Mad Monster Party. This photo was taken, Don Shanks and myself. That's right, a decade ago. I don't think he's changed much. I'm a little older and fatter, I know that, but he still is in better shape than all of us. So yeah, that was an amazing moment for me. And then a year later, I was lucky enough at that same flashback weekend, where I mentioned seeing Eric Preston. I was lucky enough to see Mr. Don Shanks yet again, and that's where I interviewed him. And you can also find that interview. It's a written interview in the interview section at HalloweenDailyNews.com. So yes, wishing a very happy birthday to Mr. Don Shanks today, Michael Myers, and he also played the Man in Black in Halloween 5. You know, he's also in Silent Night, Deadly Night as well, doubling as the Billy Killer, among other credits. Awesome dude. So before we go on into these news bites, I do have a clip queued up, a flashback clip. Actually, this time, literally a flashback clip from that flashback weekend in Chicago. This is a clip from the panel. This is Don Shanks, and you'll also see the late, great George Wilbur as well in this clip. They are being asked, and in the clip, answering the timeless question, what is your favorite kill from your Michael Myers movie? Here's Don Shanks and George Wilbur's answers.
Michael Myers comes down the river and this guy saves him, and then we had a character called Dr. Death, and he was Darren Reed. He was a punk comedian in Salt Lake. He had a mohawk, and he tattoos the thorn onto Michael, which is the sign of eternal life. And he does all these little incantations over the year, and when Halloween comes, I put the mask on, and over this altar, there was a stone altar, there was a stone that would move, and it had a point on it. It was about this big. And I come up, grab him by the throat, pick him up over my head, I broke his back, threw him on the altar, and the stone, when he comes to life, stands still. And I take that and I put it through his chest. But all my kills were good. I kill like a champion. But,
Yes, he does.
your favorite kill?
What's your favorite kill?
Yeah, you want?
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
my favorite kill. My favorite kill was always involved with pretty blonde girls, either with stick with a knife or with a shotgun, whatever. They were my favorites. Always worked with the pretty girls.
And little girls, we want to kill.
And you're pretty.
What are you doing later?
And you're.
Oh man, that wow, that like I said, almost 10 years ago. That was 9 years ago that we shot that out in Chicago, and yeah, pretty wild, especially with George there too, and seeing his answer as well. I do have another clip I'm gonna play because that one's so brief, and this one's just as brief, but it's from that same panel, which was a Halloween 4, 5, and 6 panel, I believe. And again, you can watch more footage from that panel. Eric was also there on that panel as well, and that is elsewhere on this channel as well. But this clip, again, Mr. Don Shanks talking about using real weapons while filming Halloween 5. Also, this clip featuring another friend of ours, a longtime friend of HDN, Tamara Glenn of Halloween 5 as well. Check it out.
I worked with swords, and as a kid, I grew up on a farm, and I used the mowing scythe more than I wanted to. But everything was real. The pitchfork was real. It was cut off, but when I came in, I got a real one. When I do the fight scene with her, it's a real weapon. So everything, I was like, okay, you got to do this. No, you can't do that. This is what you got to do. No, you're getting too excited. But she wanted to get in there with that pitchfork.
Yeah, and he is I mean, when you're working with real weapons, you really have to trust. Because I mean, anything can, happen. And it was just Don put myself, I just had so much ease and so much trust, and it turned out for the better.
Well, the one scene that I did with Danielle in the laundry chute.
That is, it's still like, I hold my breath every time she's in the laundry chute.
Well, I couldn't see her. Okay, so I'm stabbing blind, and she has to trust me that I'm going to, do all, but she's in there, and she wanted to do it herself. We had a stunt double for her. She's like, no, I want to do it, right? And I'm stabbing this thing, and I'm coming in within, a few inches of her. Okay, you gotta be here, and there's no way for me to tell. It's like having a blindfold while I'm doing it. And when we're doing the car stunts, she wanted to do it. And I mean, I tried to hit her, but I couldn't.
Yes, the legendary, the one and only Don Shanks, as I'm trying to, there we go. There we are. With one of his screen-used masks, if I'm not mistaken, that he would carry around, still carries around to the conventions. Unfortunately, did not get to speak to Don at H45. There's just too much going on. Can't hit everybody up, but he's awesome. All right, we do have, like I said, just a couple fun news bites I want to jump on here. Yeah, I agree, Andromeda. If Don's performance is badass, in that film. I think if anything, he loses points with some fans as far as when they're ranking their favorite Michael Myers, because the H5 mask is not a lot of our favorite in the franchise. I think for a lot of us, it's on the lower end when we're ranking the masks. I hear you though, Mike. Mike says it was the first one he ever owned, and in college he wore it at the Halloween house and scared the shit out of everybody. So yeah, I mean it'll still work. It'll still get the job done. But yeah, Don was a beast, and that scene with Tamara that they're talking about, where she's got the pitchfork and he's wielding the scythe, and I love that. And then Danielle in the shoot, and knowing that it was real weapons and she was really cutting everything. Really cool stuff. I love those clips, those stories from him. Okay, I want to tell you about a couple cool events coming up this year, hosted by our friend Kenny Caperton, owner of the Myers House, North Carolina. And yes, if you didn't notice the shirt this week, I am rocking the Myers House, North Carolina. That is the Myers House there, not the Myers House, the original real one in South Pasadena. This is the Myers House, North Carolina. And I've talked about this before, but if you don't know, this is a real life-size replica of the original Myers House, built in North Carolina by our friend Kenny, and he lives there, and he is a mega fan of the franchise, obviously. Yeah, you think you got a lot of collectibles. Kenny has a lot of collectibles, but Kenny also has a damn house built to the specs of the Myers house. And he literally went out there and got, was able to look at blueprints and all kinds of stuff. And he can tell you exactly what measurements aren't the same, where we did this a little bit different because we wanted to widen this, and what is exactly the same is to all that. Check him out at MyersHouseNC.com. It's an awesome place to go. But I'm telling you all of that to tell you about some of his upcoming on-set cinema screenings. This is a series that he does. He does like one screening per month. It's always classic horror films, and he screens them for a limited amount of tickets at locations where certain scenes from these films were actually shot. And every year he does a couple Halloween movies, as you might imagine, and it's pretty awesome and epic when he does. So I want to bring this to your attention and make sure you know what's going on. Starting on April 4th, 2024, there will be a special screening of Halloween Kills in Wilmington, North Carolina at the Rusty Nail Bar, which doubles as Mick's Bar in the film. You remember Mick's Bar, where Tommy and Lindsay and the gang are all there. Marcus and Vanessa are all there. That's where Tivoli crashes the car. Mick's Bar, they're going to show the film, and they're going to have special guest Tom Jones Jr., who, as we all know, played Dr. Loomis in the film. How cool is that? That's coming up April 4th, 2024. And again, you're going to watch it there at the bar, right? Where Tommy made his speech, where they were doing karaoke, listening to karaoke. It's a pretty awesome opportunity. And that's coming up on April 4th, the HK screening. But there's a couple more you want to take note of, too, specifically from this franchise. The next one on the calendar, also happening in April, is happening on Saturday, April 20th. This is a special screening of Halloween Ends in Pooler, Georgia, at Ronnie's Restaurant. And this was originally planned to take place the night before, and it has now been rescheduled for Saturday, April 20th. And this is Ronnie's Restaurant. This is where the Halloween party takes place. that Corey and Allison attend, where Corey first wears his scarecrow mask and Allison wears the cat mask, and Lindsay is there tending bar. This is where they have their first date, essentially, where this forbidden romance, this slasher star-crossed romance of Corey and Allison, really starts to take shape at Ronnie's restaurant. So pretty cool event right there happening on 4/20, April 20th. But that's not all. For what is, I think, maybe the third year in a row, there's a very cool double feature happening out in Utah. Onset Cinema is hosting a Halloween 5, speaking of Don Shanks, Revenge of Michael Myers screening on Saturday, September 7th at the Myers House in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this is, of course, the Myers House as it appears in Halloween 5. You remember, it doesn't look quite like it does in the other films. It's this weird Victorian-looking home, but that's where the climax of the movie takes place. And then, while you're in town at Salt Lake City, you might as well hang out and go see the sequel the next night on Sunday, September 8th. It's the Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers screening at the Myers House, where the Strodes now live. Asshole John Strode and his poor suffering family, Kara and her mom. And again, Kenny has hosted these screenings. He's hosted screenings at the Myers House from Curse before. And maybe you've attended. If so, let me hear from you. But this is yet another opportunity on September 8th. And if you remember, Curse opened in mid-September. So that's right around the time when the actual anniversary of the Curse of Michael Myers approaches. And yeah, if you're up there in Salt Lake City, then you can make it a double feature with both of these. It's pretty cool. So you can learn more about all of the Onset Cinema screenings, including all 4 of these Halloween franchise screenings, at MyersHouseNC.com. You can also learn about all of the events that Kenny hosts at Myers House, North Carolina. Again, I went there, I think it was 2011. It was about a year before we even launched Halloween Daily News. We hadn't launched HDN yet. But we just went out there, Sue and I did, just for fun, because I heard about it, and I was like, I got to see this. And we went out there, and I brought my mask with me, and Kenny walked me around, let me get up on the roof, take pictures, all kinds of cool stuff. I should have more of it dug out right now. Unfortunately, I didn't prep that for us tonight. Maybe, probably not next week, because we're going to have Eric on here, and that's going to be our main focus next week. But I will pull that out sometime. And really, I need to get back out there and maybe have Kenny on here sometime too, and get him on record once and for all talking about it. But what I do have to share with you guys related to this, speaking of that first screening, that HK screening, if you'll remember, back in 2022, we went to Mix Bar, aka the Rusty Nail, and out there in Wilmington, North Carolina, and we did a little locations video, and we went to a couple of the locations of Halloween Kills, and you can watch that full video. I encourage you to, if you haven't already. I'm no Horror's Hallowed Grounds now. It's not like, that detailed and that good and that recreated. But I think it's a fun watch. Anyway, I'm going to play a clip of that from my own walkthrough of Mix Bar, aka the Rusty Nail from Halloween Kills, where you can watch Halloween Kills this April, part of the Onset Cinema series. Check it out. And here we find ourselves at the Rusty Nail. This is the establishment in Wilmington, North Carolina that doubled as Mick's Bar in Halloween Kills. It's where our legacy characters from the 1978 original Halloween gather. It's also where they meet our new characters, Vanessa and Marcus. And right around that side there is where Tommy thinks he's going to confront Michael Myers. It ends up being poor Mr. Tivoli, who speeds away in Vanessa's car. And he speeds right over to this empty building right here, where he crashes the car, somewhere around there. But this is it. The Rusty Nail, aka Mick's Bar in Halloween Kills, where we first catch up with Marion, Tommy, Lindsay, and Lonnie, as well as Vanessa and Marcus. Yet another angle. Again, that's where Mr. Tivoli sped off from, crossed over this median, and crashed right over there, before making his escape to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. And here's the view we get as Tommy and the gang are coming out of the bar when they believe that the shape is out here in Vanessa's vehicle. They come out, they come walking this way. Tommy with his bat in hand. And this is where they're going. Wake up, Michael. Here is the parking lot where they find not Michael, but poor Mr. Tivoli. It's getting dark. We're gonna hop inside. All right, don't know if you can hear me, but this is the stage where karaoke was taking place inside a Mick's Bar in Halloween Kills. It's the stage that Tommy took to the mic to tell the legend of Michael Myers. And right over here, you see it was right around here that Vanessa and Marcus are seated, having their conversation about Dr. Mathis being a creep. Right behind them is where our legacy characters gather. Right there at this right there. You can see there's their view of the stage. And this is it. This is the bar where they sat. The place is actually bigger than I imagined after watching the film. This is the view from the stage.
you have auto glass damage, trust Safelite.
No.
In one easy appointment.
So anyway, that is my experience. My last experience, at least. Hopefully, not my last experience, I guess, what I'm trying to say. My first experience. My only experience so far, but hopefully not my last experience at the Rusty Nail, aka Mix Bar from Halloween Kills. I'll throw that link in the live chat too, since I've got it right here. But again, you can find that filming locations video elsewhere on this channel. But I am gonna throw you guys the link right now. Yeah, Rob, you were commenting that everything looks pretty much exactly as it did. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's pause. I see the man has entered the building, Mr. Lee the Machine Bowers. Welcome, Lee. Donating a $10 super chat. Says, Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Haha, there should be an Airbnb Myers house. How crazy would that be? And then Rob mentions Sugarmint Gallery, where they are kind of like that, I guess, located right behind the actual Myers house. But yeah, I think with our crowd, Lee, yeah, I mean, that'd be the best use of the original Myers house. Could you imagine? I mean, they could probably charge more than I could afford for that, and would probably sell out all the time. I'm talking about the original Myers house. You know, it's an office building, whatever it is now. That would be crazy. And Lori, the Strode house, the original Strode house was just for sale. Maybe, you know, who knows what they'll do with that. Rob says there were hell of a lot more people in the bar in the movie. Yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Yeah, that link I just shared, there's more locations. We go to the park where the kids, the trick-or-treater kids, are on the swings, and where Lindsay has her whole confrontation fight and then chase and hide with Michael. The bridge that Michael walks over, I filmed all out there. We go to Screen Gem Studios where we couldn't get inside, of course, but you could see just the outside of the studio. But yeah, check that one out if you can. Yeah, Josh, this one is for you, Lori, wherever you are. That's right. Wow, Sugarmint's not bad. 1K on Halloween for one night though, or for the week. Probably for like one night, right? I don't know. Andromeda says kills is heaven. Yeah, I love HK so much. I really do. I mean, it's just such a fun. Yeah, it's my fun Carnage movie, my fun Ultimate Michael Myers. I love it. I love them all, but now, one other quick notable, well, at least one other bit. Did you see this? Fright Rags, their officially licensed Halloween 2 tabletop board game, um, in which our friend and another illustrious channel member, I don't know if he's here in the live chat tonight, but Leto, one of the great Michael Myers cosplayers, starred in that excellent official trailer they made for this game. Fright Rags posted today, fittingly on Michael Myers Monday, that starting this Friday, March 1st at 10 a.m. Eastern, they're going to have the licensed Halloween 2 tabletop games. They've got a limited supply in stock this Friday for a limited amount of time. So you're going to want to jump on that. If you don't already have this, There you can get a good look at some of the playing pieces. It's pretty awesome. It's a 1 to 4 player game, 3 difficulty levels, double-sided game board, estimated 20-minute playtime. I got to get my hands on this too. Let's see, Lee says, I think they rent the bar for that scene in Kills. That's why there wasn't a lot of people in there. Yep. Yeah, we talked to the owner of the bar briefly, and she said that they came in and they photographed everything, and then they removed everything. And then they brought in all of their own stuff that they made basically look just like the existing stuff. So that's why even the inside looks very similar, because the stuff that was changed, it was only changed because, you know, it might have said Budweiser and production had to change it to something, you know, generic that they wouldn't get in trouble for using, stuff like that. But she said that the way they dressed it was pretty much exactly the way it was dressed. It was just they removed their stuff so it didn't get damaged in any way. And John almost said, oh my God, 150 times first time saw Kills. Knew to watch it at home by myself because I knew I was going to do. Yeah. Yeah. First viewing of that, I still just, I mean, I was just so hyped and ready. And yeah, there were so many spoilers already in the trailer, but it just didn't diminish my enjoyment of it really at all, I don't think. Yeah, like you said, Josh, I always remember how excited I was for Kills. Yeah, definitely. Rob says the room has all the Myers autographs around the door frame. Yes, yeah, one of Mike agrees with Andromeda. Yeah, Mike, that's what I'm talking about. Left the theater after Kills, had such a great time, pumped up, great experience with such awesome people around. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Real quickly before we get to the Chia Myers update, another fan film plug. Filmmaker Alex Miller reached out to me recently and shared his Halloween fan film. It's called American Halloween. Came out 2 years ago. And then last year, he did an even more ambitious sequel called American Halloween 2. And I have added both of these to our fan films playlist. And you can find that under the playlists in our here on the HDN channel. I also updated it with the ones that we discussed last week. I have watched both of the American Halloween fan films. And what are kind of the highlights of these, I would say? For one, Alex, he's a mask maker, rehauler, if you will, and so forth. And yeah, aside from, you know, some great looking Myers masks, he's just got an assortment of great looking masks, and he's got a certain one. You'll know it when you see it, but a certain one that is very unique, a certain Myers take. And these films, they kind of dig into their own bit of mythology, with a present day story with Michael in the shape, kind of as you would expect. But then a lot of it is told in flashback, going way back, way pre 60s, pre Michael even, to Michael's granddad. Yeah, who they call Alfred Myers. And yeah, it gets pretty wild. So again, they are called An American Halloween, which was released in 2022, and then there's An American Halloween 2, which was released in 2023. And you know, again, they're very low budget. Obviously, you know, um, but what you're gonna get from these, I think, what you guys are gonna appreciate is the gore and the kills and the design of some of these masks, because that's really, I think, Alex's forte and talent. Apparently, he's a firefighter too and works for his town's fire department. And as such, they find ways to incorporate the fire department as you might expect too. Here, I'm just going to give you a tease. I mean, this thing's been out for a while now, but here's an idea of one of the Myers masks, we'll say, that you're not going to see in any other fan film. Check this out. That's a still of one of Alex's creations. And if you haven't watched it, I won't spoil exactly what's going on here or what this is all about, because that's part of the fun of his story, I think. But if you have seen it, let me know what you think of this one. Again, American Halloween and American Halloween 2 are both in our Halloween fan films playlist. And if you want to recommend us a fan film, or if you have a fan film you'd like to share and have us consider sharing and discussing here on Michael Myers Monday Live, I would love to hear from you, and I would love to check out your work. All right, Lee the Machine Bowers in the house, stepping it up with the super chats yet again. $10. You are the man, Lee. Did I give you guys my book report this week? Did we do that? I don't think we did that. You know, my behind the scenes book is courtesy of Mr. Lee Bowers. Let's answer this question. He says, haha, imagine if Michael walks into the bar and Tommy sees him. Be like, let me have one beer before we go at it. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I was Tommy, you know, yeah, it wouldn't take me long to have that. I wouldn't want to chill and like toast Michael before we go. I think I'd, you know, just give me one. It'll be down before I even know it, and yeah, get to swinging. I think. Yeah, I did I do this earlier? I don't think I talked about the book. I'm trying to pull out like one little tidbit in from this book. You know, the official making of Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween 2018. I'm slowly working my way through reading it, but as I am, I'm making notes of little tidbits in here that I read, and I'm like, oh, well, that's new. I didn't know that, or maybe some things we assumed or we thought we knew, but it's like having it confirmed. And some of this I've never seen confirmed on the record before. You know, maybe it was, but the things I'm pointing out here to you guys is stuff that I've never heard anybody speak of elsewhere. Maybe I missed it at some point, but so as I find it, I'm making notes, and each week I'm going to try to point out at least one of those. So things I'm learning from the Halloween Kills, the Halloween 2018 Kills and Ends book, which the great Lee the Machine Bowers gifted us. Thank you so much, Lee, for this as well. It is a treasure trove of behind the scenes info, so much deeper than anything on the bonus content of the discs, on the commentaries, on anything. It's so deep in here. But what I wanted to talk about tonight, for just a second, is a little bit of confirmation from Jamie Lee Curtis about Laurie and Frank and their history. And what she says in here that I didn't realize, but the whole Laurie and Frank history was basically Jamie's idea, according to her in this book. When they filmed their first scene together in 2018, she approached David with this whole idea of, can that be Karen's dad? And she imagined that they bumped into each other. She was drunk at a bar, and maybe he was Karen's dad, but she literally was so drunk she's never even been totally sure herself. That was in her brain, and then she says, and that's why in Kills that dialogue comes up, and it's what she had worked out, that they hooked up, and she never knew. And when Frank says, we kissed and it didn't go further, and Laurie says, I always wondered, and I don't know what I took it as when I've heard it in the film, but Jamie's saying here in this book on the record, she's saying that's Laurie saying, I always wondered if you were Karen's dad, if we had consummated that. She was literally so drunk she couldn't remember if they'd actually, gone all the way or not. And Frank's saying they didn't. And so that puts that to rest, that he's not Karen's dad, although, Laurie would probably prefer that he were. And Karen's dad, therefore, remains a mystery. So, little known facts confirmed now from Halloween 2018. More to come. All right. I think it is time now for the Chia Myers update. Are you guys ready for this week's installment of Growing a Michael Myers Chia Pet? This is labeled as part 2 because first there was the unboxing and showcase, and then there was the actual growing part 1, and now this is growing part 2. I'm going to play it. I'm going to be right here in the live chat. We're going to cross into midnight together while this is playing. And I'm going to be here just like last week, chatting away with you guys. And then we'll talk about what you witness on this week's reports when it concludes and when we come back. So, prepare yourselves. Oh, Andromeda's talking about H2O. Saw it in theater. Janet Leigh got a standing ovation. Got an ovation in her scene where she walked towards the psycho car. I love that scene. Again, top 5 scene of all time out of all 13 movies has got to be Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh in that scene. Just the dialogue, everything. When Janet Leigh's like, if I may be maternal for a moment, I'm just like, oh, this is so good. When she walks over there and they work just a little bit of that psycho theme into the music, it's brilliant. When Janet Leigh says, if I may be maternal, I've seen you like this before. It's like so meta and surreal. I love that scene. All right, I'm gonna stop talking for a few minutes and play this video. So you guys hang out, chill out. If you're bored with the Chia Myers, hopefully you'll still hang out for the company in the live chat here. But in the meantime, check this out, and then I'll be back on, and we will discuss some more. And shout-outs are still on the way as well. All right, here we go. Growing a Michael Myers Chia Pet, Part 2. Okay, so the experiment continues. Here we are. It's been, this is Tuesday. It was 1 week ago when we spread the seeds on the Chia Myers. And we've been watering now for, I think this is maybe the 6th day. And I'm still seeing no sprouts. So some of you suggested that it might be the cold weather, that maybe I shouldn't have left him outside those first 2 days in the cold weather during the day. So I have been bringing him inside the last couple of days, and taking back inside. And then tonight I'm going to try the plastic bag loosely around him. The instructions say you can put a plastic bag around him. Don't let it touch it, and that will help speed up the process and kind of create a greenhouse effect. So I'm going to try that tonight and see if that works, and maybe give it another day tomorrow. And if none of these seeds are sprouting by then I think we're just going to have to start over. So let's go ahead and water him for today. I am glad I saved a bunch of the seeds in the packet that came with this, because if we do have to start over, of course now I'm determined we're gonna see something sprout on this shape's head. Alright, so there we go. It's Tuesday, February 20th. About a week into this chia experiment. Okay, so here we go. I did cover it with a plastic bag overnight. Maybe a little late for that, but in hopes that we might see something happening today. So for the unveiling, well, it does look like something might be finally starting to happen, amazingly. I think the bag actually helped. Wow, look at that. Starting to see a tiny bit of sprouting. Better late than never, I guess. Alright, well, I was going to say if there wasn't anything happening by today, I'd start over, but we might have to keep this guy going right now. Alright, I'm going to put some more water him again, and definitely going to do that plastic bag trick again tonight. Yeah, so I just wanted to move him outside for a minute so we can get an even better look. But you can see a little bit here, and I'm noticing it's mostly on the right side, a little bit on the back, but not as much on his left side. So I don't know, he might get kind of half head of hair grown here, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm just thrilled to see just a little bit of greenery sprouting there. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and water him for today, and then I'm gonna move him back inside, because I do think that's working a little bit better now, keeping him inside during the day and then doing the plastic bag over him at night. Whoa. Alright, so now he is watered, ready to go. We'll empty the drip pan. There you go. Got a little bit of action going. Alright, so this is our update for Wednesday, February 21st. Just over a week of this experiment. So, excited to see something happening today. Let me know your experiences if you've planted one of these chia pets. Love to hear from you in the comments. Alright, here we go. We let it sit covered in this plastic bag for the second night in a row. So let's see what kind of growth we might see today. Look at that, starting to see a little greenery here. Definitely looks greener than it did yesterday. Yeah, he's growing, he's sprouting. Let's move it outside for a better look and get him watered. But yeah, I think the plastic bag makes all the difference. At least it has for us. So here we are outside. We can get a little bit better look, and you can see some of that glorious greenery coming in. Starting to get pretty visible here, especially on this side, on the right side. As you can see on the left, not quite as green up here on the top left side, so I don't know, maybe I'll try to just set him facing a different way than the last few nights, maybe, I don't know. But that suggestion in the instructions to put the plastic bag over at night, that is definitely the difference maker. For me anyway, so far, that made all the difference. And so here we are, it is Thursday. I don't know what day this is since we started all of this. I just know it's after 2 nights of covering him loosely with a plastic bag. So here we go with his daily watering. And then I will carry him back inside, even though today's a little bit warmer than it's been. Still in the low 50s, and I don't know if that was doing him any favors, keeping him outside those first few days in the cold weather. But in any case, we've got action going now. Hopefully it's going to fill in on this side, or he's going to look kind of funky, but either way. And I mean, even just looking back here, even on the back, we've already got a couple kind of jutting out there. It's going to look interesting as it continues to grow. And once again, if you're watching this and you've done this with the Chia Myers or any Chia, let me hear about your experience in the comments below, and stay tuned for more as the experiment continues. Alright, after 3 days doing the plastic bag greenhouse effect, let's see how he's looking today on Friday. Alright, man, we're getting some greenery here, especially on the right side. Wow, look at that. A little bit more on the left. Man, he is coming along. Alright, let me get him outside for a second. Yes, he is finally showing signs of life here. Look at this. Michael getting his Joker green on. There we go. Get him a little bit more in focus. Look at that. Better late than never, right? Finally coming along a little bit. A little bit more up top here, not quite as green, but it's coming in. So happy to see this. He is taking shape, finally. All right, let's give him his daily watering now. And yeah, I'm going to keep going with the plastic bag over top at night, because that has really made all the difference in my experience on this experiment here. So we're going to keep going. Like I said, today is Friday, and we're going to keep going. Sharing these updates, so stay tuned for more on the Chia Myers experiment. Alright, here we go, our Saturday morning unveiling. Let's see how he's looking today. Look at that, he's getting a little bushy around here. Wow, look at this. He is coming in pretty nicely. Oh man, It's amazing. Once it does start growing, it really grows pretty fast. All right, let's move him outside for a minute and get a better look and give him his watering for today. But yeah, this looks great. Plastic bag trick all the way. Here we are outside again to get a better look, and you can see it a little bit there, kind of not as green as the other, kind of hard right there. I don't know what that's about or why that's coming in like that, but over here on the backside, man, coming in real nice and thick over here, nice and bright green, kind of looking like he's supposed to on the box from this angle. Very cool. Just thrilled to finally see some growth happening after a week of none. But yeah, he is off and running now. Look at that. Looks a little shaggy around the back, kind of like the mask is supposed to, right? So again, today's Saturday, February 24th. We are into this over a week now. We're going to give him his daily watering now. We can find the hole through that forest of greenery. And then we'll bring him back inside. And I've been letting him just kind of chill by a window, uncovered throughout the day, and then each night now covering him with that plastic bag, and has really made all the difference these last few days. All right, so there we go. Your Saturday update as the Chia Myers experiment continues. Okay, here we are with our Sunday morning update. Let's go for the unveiling. And there he is. Wow, getting nice and bushy. Look at that. Holy moly, he is coming along very nicely. Let's get a better look outside. And here he is outside. Look at this. Starting to look much more like the box, like he's supposed to. Look at this, coming in very nicely now. I mean, I am just astonished at the difference it has made every day since doing that paper bag loosely around him overnight. Now there's still these areas here where it's not really green, it's kind of gray. I don't know what's up with that. Kind of white down over here. But I mean, the vast majority of where he's growing is looking, I think, exactly like it's supposed to, like right over here. That looks really great. So there he is from the back. The profile. Straight on. And the left side profile. Looking very nice this morning. And again, I mean, it's almost to the point where we could trim a little bit almost, I think. Some of this a little bit. But you guys let me know what you think on the progress so far. There he is. A little bit brighter. And meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and give him his daily watering for today. If we can find that hole down in that forest of greenery now. All right, there it is. Okay. Just under 2 weeks into this experiment, and there we go. He's coming along nice. Look at that. The Chia Myers experiment continues to take shape. Hey, happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. It has been just under 2 weeks since we started this Michael Myers Chia Pet experiment, and we are going to unbag him this morning and see what kind of progress he has made overnight. And there he is, looking bushier than ever this morning. Check it out. There we go, in focus. Look at that, coming in very nicely now to celebrate this Michael Myers Monday. Let's step outside and get a better look. All right, check it out, guys. What a difference a week makes, right? He is filling in nicely. Still have a bit of discoloring here up front, but even that looks better today than it did yesterday, to my eyes anyway. Here you can see in the back where he's really filling in. Maybe not quite as full as the box would suggest, but pretty daggone close at this point. And again, I am just blown away at the difference from last Monday, which it's still done very little, but we are now, like I said, just under 2 weeks since the initial planting, the spreading of the seeds, and he's looking really nice today. As we hear the birds singing out, it's actually in the low 60s today, so some nice warm weather for a change. We'll still take him inside, though. Now, I can barely even see the hole down there now because he's so grown up, so I'm gonna make just a little bit of room and give him his daily watering. Then I am going to cut this into our weekly update, which we'll watch together during tonight's Michael Myers Monday live show. Okay, there we go. All right, once again, I look forward to hearing your comments on this. Let me know if you own this guy and how yours has come along, if you've unboxed him and planted him. Let me know what you think of my progress so far. And I'm going to keep going with this thing until the instructions say eventually it'll start getting kind of overgrown and discolored, and that's the sign when it's kind of lived its life and we start over. But I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep doing these daily updates as we go. But I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know, again, what you think, what I could be doing better, differently. Would love to hear from you. And, of course, subscribe for lots more on all things Michael Myers and everything Halloween here on the HDN YouTube channel. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching. Yes, 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 he is coming along. The experiment continues, but he is definitely coming along. Check it out, guys. Here he is. Yes, yes, look at that gorgeous green. Yes. The only plant I've really tried to grow. And yeah, he's coming along pretty nice. Kind of getting some a bit of resurrection vibes up here, with a bit of the Joker coloring. But yeah, I mean, it is just crazy how much once he finally started to grow. And again, I don't know uh, if it was always going to take that long or if it was truly the bag trick. But the instructions do say the bag trick will speed it up, and it certainly seemed to do the trick for me. So now I do that each night, and when I take it off in the morning, as you can see, it's always a pleasant surprise. But yeah, he is coming along nicely, and I'm going to keep going until, until he starts. Well, until he's lived his life, and then I'm going to do it again, and then and then I'll know how to do it even better, or do something crazy like some of you guys are suggesting. Like Sue was like, yeah, you could give him a mustache or a beard. Some of you guys were like, give him a mohawk, give him an earring or something. So I did put a link that you can order this guy from Amazon down below. If you want to own your own, a lot of you say that you're gonna need to own your own after watching this. So that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know how interested you guys would be. It is still a little discolored, like right up here a little bit. I'll try to focus in a little bit more on it, probably during tomorrow morning's update. But yeah, he's coming along very nicely. And now, after the first week of like looking like a little kid, like, oh my gosh, is he growing? Is he growing yet? Is he growing yet? It was like, no. Now it's like every morning it's like, oh man, what's he gonna look like now? So there we go. I'm gonna put him down here because he does. I don't have the drip tray down here. I just have a napkin. He does drip. Excuse me. He does drip quite a bit. Just sitting still as that water kind of seeps through the clay and what have you. All right. Oh, David quoting some Billy Idol. In the midnight hour, I stab more. That's awesome. I love some Billy Idol. My first ever concert, actually. And I still love him. Want to see him in concert again, actually. I love that. Yeah, Michael's Billy Idol phase. I'm all for that. Yeah. Stab more. We've talked here before. I think it's Billy Idol's Eyes Without a Face. What a cool song that would be to be featured in a Michael Myers movie, considering that John Carpenter was inspired by the horror movie Eyes Without a Face, which Billy Idol has cited was part of the inspiration for that song as well. Oh, what's up, X-Rays? First time here. Love this channel. Well, I love to hear that. Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you, everybody. Raise one. I'm on hydration diet this evening. Not drinking my usual beverage, but whatever you guys are drinking tonight, let's toast one to X-Rays because we love our new blood here on Michael Myers Monday Live. So welcome to the community, and hopefully it won't be your last time here. And if you really love it and want to really be a part of the community, channel memberships are open too. That's $5 a month. But thank you for being here, though, for real. I appreciate it. Finally made it to a live. Hell yeah, I love it. Team Wolf says hopefully the chia lasts long enough to make it to Halloween. I don't know how long it'll last. Yeah, I mean, that maybe. What would that be? Like end of April, right? That'd be nice. But I figure whatever happens with this one, I'll know better to do the next one. And I didn't even read far enough on the instructions. The very last line says, oh yeah, we include enough in your seed packet to do it 3 times. And I don't even know. I mean, I know I left plenty in there, but they estimate 3 times. I don't know if I used exactly a third of it or not. But I definitely have enough to do it again, and according to them, should be enough for 2 more times at least. And then you can get as many seeds as you want. It says it can be washed and reused indefinitely. So yeah, I look forward to doing this. It'll be a recurring thing. You know, that's another thing. I created a Michael Myers Chia Pet playlist. That's right, a playlist just for this. You know, because the unboxing that kind of goes with some other unboxings, and the showcase that kind of goes with our collector's shelf stuff we do. But this progress report, this kind of vlog, I guess it is in a way, maybe part tutorial. Only I'm learning as I'm going, so it's not like I'm teaching. So I don't really consider it a tutorial much, although you know you can learn from me learning. But yeah, it's a bit of a blog, really just an experiment. So anyway, made a playlist for that too, so we'll keep that going indefinitely as long as you guys like watching it. But yeah, stay tuned for the next installment coming soon. Thanks so much, Mike. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up here in just a few. I got a couple shout outs, and then we're going to get out of here. But thank you so much for hanging out, man. I know it's getting late. It is after midnight. I appreciate you, man. All right, let me pull up. Yeah, Sue was asking that, David, about eating it. She was like seriously saying the other day, I wonder, you know, if like you said, like put it in the salad. So yeah, if she does that, yeah, we'll film it, of course, and yeah, she can come on and give her review. All right, some quick shout outs for Michael Myers Monday, starting on the site formerly known as Twitter. This one comes from Halloween Verse. They say happy birthday to Halloween 5, Michael Myers, Don Shanks, and some really cool images of Don Shanks there from over the years. Great behind the scenes stuff with him and Danielle. Really cool. And again, Don Shanks not only played Michael Myers in The Man in Black, also one of the few Michael Myers to be briefly unmasked in the film, right? I mean, his Michael cries, has that tear come down. Like, what? Don Shanks. The illustrious Don Shanks. And I believe today, I believe it's his 74th birthday, I think. We can verify that real quick because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I think that's which one it is. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, today is his 74th birthday. The great Don Shanks. Moving over to Instagram now. This one is posted by the account known as Horror Within Me Pod. It says Michael Myers Monday got me feeling like staying in bed forever. And you know, I always love whenever I see a new Michael Myers Monday meme that I've never seen before. And this is just that. My bed holding on to me this morning. Anybody else feel like that first thing in the morning? Let's see. Moving, staying here on Instagram. This is from Megan X Monster. She says, I took his coveralls. Happy Myers Monday. Rocking a HK Trick or Treat Studios mask. We got a few of those left in stock if you don't own yours yet. At HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop. Link in the description. Again, I love anytime I see a new Michael Myers Monday meme. This comes from our pal Keep It Creepy at Keep It Creepy 17. Simple happy Michael Myers Monday, everyone. This is another one from Instagram. October Beauty by Jess. Asking, anyone else miss Halloween? Yeah, I think we all do. And as you can see, she's rocking her Myers flannel. That does say Myers on the name tag, and that's a Michael Myers knife shaped bag, I believe that might be. One more today from Instagram and our pal Great Dag Official. Of course, Dag Farrick, young Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie remake. Always sharing some kick-ass Michael Myers Monday content, and he is just so good in this scene. Everybody's great in this scene. And one more shout out today. This one jumping over to TikTok. This one comes from Pretty Killer Podcast, who I've not checked out their podcast yet, but I might have to. They are listing characters that they love from the Halloween franchise. You see old Bud there, of course, Marion, of course, Loomis, Rachel, Paul Rudd's Tommy Doyle, Karen, Chalice, how can you not? John and Molly, LL Cool J's Ronnie, of course, Danielle in both her incarnations, Danny Trejo, the Johns, Busta Rhymes character of Freddy as well. So that comes to us from Pretty Killer Podcast. Wants to know your favorites. So boom, if you're on social media sharing your Michael Myers Monday content, make sure you tag us. Use the hashtag, first of all, and tag us. We're all over whichever is your social media of choice. Faith has checked in. What's up? First time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Hope you will enjoy your time here. And we'll come back. Next Monday is going to be a big one for us. We're going to have a special guest here. It's going to be awesome. We got a great little community here, steadily growing. So, and we love our new blood. So, welcome to you, Faith. Rob, thank you for the compliments, man. And again, thank you for joining the Halloween Daily Club and becoming a channel member. You too can become a channel member. It's only $5 a month. You're going to get stuff like our interviews. You get early access to that. Most of our pre-recorded content, unless it's really important breaking news, we can't always hold that but so long. But you're going to get interviews and stuff like that early, which I'm shooting our next interview tomorrow, actually. A director of another cool horror movie coming out in just, I think, next week. And that'll be coming out soon. And as we talked about earlier, you're definitely going to want to be here next Monday, as I have a special guest, Eric Preston, who played young Michael Myers in Halloween 4, joining us live, right here, live on YouTube. He's going to be answering my questions. He's going to be answering your questions. He's going to be hanging out and just chatting. It's going to be awesome. Monday, March 4th, same Hallow time, same Hallow channel. You're not going to want to miss it. Kicking off Michael Myers March. The only way we know how, right? As Teen Wolf says, hi, new guys. Welcome to the danger zone. No, just kidding. Yeah, there's no danger here. And again, next week, because of our special guest, I do anticipate we'll probably have some more new blood, and they're welcome, and we want that, and we want to grow this community, and that's that's a little bit of why we're doing that as well. But don't be surprised. I might call on one or two of you loyal regulars and friends, possibly to help serve as a moderator, just on the off chance, we get an odd stranger that decides to be a troll for whatever reason. So I might hit up one or two of you for some help on that, just in case. Even though I don't anticipate that, and that's happened so rare here, but you never know. And because we're going to have a guest, every guest we have here on HDN, they are icons because we only have icons here, only illustrious horror icons, Halloween icons, and Eric's one of them. One of the men behind the mask, one of the men to play Michael Myers, and friend of ours. So it's going to be a lot of fun next week. That's going to be awesome. Also, other cool stuff coming this week. Like I said, I'm shooting an exclusive interview that I will reveal who with tomorrow. Not from this franchise, but a very cool director of a very cool new movie. I think you're going to dig. Which movie? There's your hint. And you can find out about that. To our new members tonight, Palmyra and Rob, you guys rock. Thank you so much for joining and for your support. It means so much just to help keep the lights on around here, keep things rolling, keep things going. Yeah, look in that community tab for some members only info on that exclusive that we're going to be scheduling here in the month of March. And there's going to be some exclusive giveaways attached to that too that members are going to be entered in as well. So that'll be fun. But all of you, members and otherwise, next Monday, Eric Preston right here live with me. It's going to be fun. And of course, all of your regular features like poll results, shout outs, and the week's news, if there is any. And of course, more Chia Myers updates. I mean, of course, we're rolling with this. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys rock. You're awesome. Yes, the Halloween community. I love it. Yeah, you guys are the coolest. Yes, and Faith and X-rays. Let's see. X-rays asked a future question. Matt, did you notice a Michael Myers looking out the window at H45 Myers' house? I saw it on another tour. Just wanted to know if you happened to see it. No, I didn't notice. You mean when we were in Pasadena on the H45 tour, did I see a Myers up in one of the windows looking out of the Myers house? No, I didn't. No, there were a ton of Myers there at the Myers house, like on the porch and stuff, but I did not see one in the window as you're asking. Very interesting. Yeah, here's me and a couple, 5 of the Myers that were there when I was there. What an epic time that was. Oh, David just saw Lurch at Mad Monster, another one of our regulars, and who we also saw out at Pasadena as well. Awesome. I hope he was doing well. Very cool. Team Wolf says, hope for H50. Some of the guys from Resurrection show up besides Brad. Be awesome to see them interviewed on the channel too. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get more of the Resurrection cast on here. Again, I did interview Brad a few years ago for the website, and would love to have him on again for a video interview. But yeah, there's a lot of people from Resurrection I'd love to talk to. I mean, she's kind of I mean, never say never, but she's kind of big time for us. But Katie Sackhoff, man, If I could, if we could get her on here, I mean, that was kind of her breakthrough role in a way. I mean, it wasn't even really her breakthrough, I guess. That was more Battlestar Galactica, but that was like her kind of early role that before getting Battlestar Galactica, and of course now she's part of Star Wars and everything, and has just done so much. And but a lot of people from that film I'd love to get on here. So yeah, um, and I'm sure for 50. Well, I say I'm sure. I don't know. Hopefully, some of them would come. Um, yes, he was in Judas Window. Awesome. I got you. Yeah, I when I was there, I did not. I don't remember seeing him up in Judas Window. Yes, David, she does have her own podcast now. I'll reach out to her for sure. Um, I've not done that before, but I will. I will try. I would love to get her thoughts and memories of Resurrection, especially with everywhere she's come from. And you guys know I'm a big Star Wars geek too. That's I don't talk about it a lot here on Michael Myers Monday because I know that's not what we're here for. But she is one of those. There's a few that have been in Haddonfield and also in the galaxy far, far away, and but probably none quite as notable as her. Um, Speaking of from Haddonfield and moving beyond, from Haddonfield to Metropolis, did you guys see the new Superman movie starts filming this week? And they might have started shooting today, actually. And playing Jimmy Olsen is one Skylar Gazlondo, I think, or Gazondo, I think. But he played young Tommy Doyle in Rob Zombie's remake. More recently, you might have seen him on The Righteous Gemstones. He's our new Jimmy Olsen. So from Haddonfield to Metropolis. How cool is that? Teen Wolf says, wouldn't be surprised if Resurrection was where, yeah, Battlestar found Katie. Probably. Yeah, Buster and Tyra Banks, yeah. Um, hey, I would love to have either of them on here. Are you kidding? I mean, yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of Resurrection cast, and I think it would be great to hear all these ones we're talk about that movie. Um, you know, yeah, we don't get enough from uh, that cast or the H2O cast, honestly. Um, oh, David said Busta's about to go on tour too. All right. Well, let me see what I can do, guys. Let me place a few phone calls here. See what we can put together. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. It is well after midnight. You guys rock. Again, to our new blood, welcome, welcome. You're home now, so welcome home. Um, to all of our members, thank you. To all of our subscribers and all of you Triple M crew friends, thank you. You guys are the best. You rock. And of course, to Lee for your super chats. Again, you are the man. It just blows me away. And all of you guys, keep in mind that 10% discount. It's Spread the Love 10, all one word. All of our HDN merch. Hit it up right now. All right, guys. Lots of cool stuff coming this week. And 1 week from tonight, be here. Special guest, Eric Preston. It's going to be a historic night for Michael Myers Monday live. You're not going to want to miss it. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching, and happy Michael Myers Monday. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, everybody, I want to remind you that we have official merch. That's right. Now available in the HDN Spring Store. You can show your love for Halloween every day, all year round, with official Halloween Daily News t-shirts. Many different designs are available, many different styles, colors, all sizes, including the original HDN Classic, our special Triple M crew design for the Michael Myers Monday regulars out there, and our brand new What Would John Carpenter Do design. All of these are available, like I said, multiple sizes, colors, and styles on t-shirts. And that's not all. We've got other merch available like mugs and stickers and lots of other cool stuff. Check it out now at the merch link in the description of this video.